The views expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of WPSL. However, we are the ones who've encouraged you all along to like and share them on social media and with all your friends and neighbors, because it's all about caring, the science of caring. Presented by Carebag, it's Careology with your host, Roxy Brown.
Hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to Careology. I'm your Careologist, Roxy, and I hope everyone had a wonderful week. If you are in your car, on your couch, on your boat, on your plane, no matter what country you're in, hello all. Since we have a fan base in Holland, hello to all of our people in the Caribbean listening to us everywhere. We are just so happy to have you join us on Careology on WPSL here, and we're wishing everyone a wonderful evening. Please pay attention to the road. Don't get so excited as we get into our show. I'm just happy to be here, and we're just going to go over a few things like we always do. My name is Roxy. I'm the CEO and founder of Carebag Incorporated. We're a nonprofit here on the Treasure Coast, and what we do, we go ahead and we look over the homeless and families that are in need. We don't do food. We do hygiene items only. Government assistance gives them access to any type of food, but not the simple, essential things in life. Soap, shampoo, pads, Pampers, Depends, everything that we get up and use every single day, every 8 hours, we're using something of some kind of essential, and they do not have access to that. And we're proud to be doing this over the last couple of years. Carebag has been around for 6 years. We just turned 6 years old in January, so we're continuing our work. Our office is open every Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. for anyone to come in with an ID. Our forms are simple. We provide dignity through our service, through our volunteers, and we're just happy to help. And we're excited to have a fundraiser coming up April 15th, and all of this can be found on our website. If you go to givecarebag.com, it will take you to our official website, and you can find all our information that's happening there. We're going to be having a community baby shower in October. We're having our back to school free haircuts August 6th, and we have a couple other things coming up. So please go there and find out any information you need. And right now we are in need of diapers. We are in need of newborn. We are in need of 4T, 5T, and 5T, 6T. I don't know what's happening out there, but I tell you, we are just inundated until our stock just went. Last week we were just out. So I don't normally put a plea out. I put a plea out when I need, and I'm in need. Carebag is in, Carebag is in need, and we just want to let you know. You can go to our website and you can just get our information. You can contact us, and we have volunteers that'll be happy to meet you. If you're shipping it, you can go ahead and ship it right to our mailing address. They know Carebag, and they're happy to hold our big boxes. Or if you're local, we can come by your business or your address and pick it up from you. We're very, very easy on that. So we just wanted to put that out there. And to all the craziness happening in the world, Cliff, I don't even know where to start. If it's not planes, if it's not somebody forgetting to take their 2-year-old child out the back seat of a car, to me, I just don't understand that. I'm going to have to get the safety. We have a safety coalition here on Seatbelts. I want to get them and talk about it, because that happened right here in our hometown in Port St. Lucie. And I cannot fathom you not knowing that your child, or you put a child in a car. I can't fathom your life is so busy that you forget that you had someone in a car. For those watching us on social media, hello. Yes, Jet, everyone's week was off to a good start so far. Thank you. And for those looking and seeing me, and I'm talking to Cliff, but I'm also talking to my guest, and I'm going to have her introduce herself in a little while. But that's the last news I heard coming on, and I just thought I had to mention it. For those of us who have new cars, when I turn my car off, it reminds me to look in my back seat, because the seatbelt is plugged in. Please check your rear seat. For those of us who don't have a newer model car, you must know that your child is there. Put your purse there. You know the best way to know you don't leave your child there? Since most people are addicted to their phone, put your phone in the back seat. I guarantee you won't leave your child. I, Angel, I think that's when people don't leave their phones. They're more concerned because I bet you he had his phone on him. I
Well,
bet you he had his phone on him.
we have seatbelt lights when they're not buckled. So when the light's off, we'll assume it is buckled. So you've always must look. It's hard to imagine somebody forgetting that there's a child in the vehicle. It's almost unacceptable. But when it happens,
It's
it
called
happens.
carelessness.
Yeah, but it's never in the plan.
It's never in the plan, and the outcome is never good.
Right.
The temperature in the car within just minutes will rise to over 100 degrees. Plus, lo and behold, we in Florida.
That makes it even hotter.
That makes it even hotter. So that is, to the family, that is very sad. I think they need to put stricter sentencing guidelines in, because if you start putting sentencing, yes, you have to live with it, but let's do something that you will remember, that even though you have to live with it, you have to feel the consequences, because more people would remember that. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. More people will remember it, and to have stricter guidelines, I think, will save a lot more lives. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do my due diligence in trying to get them out here to go ahead and talk to us, because summer is coming up. It's already hot. We're not in summer yet. And let me tell you, today was hot. Cliff, today was hot.
Oh, I discovered that as soon as I opened my door to step outside for a minute.
Today was hot.
About a minute was all I could stand.
I had my AC on 76, and it felt like my house could not get warm. And my AC's working. Depends on what room you go into. You would freeze, but this is not summer yet. So that's a whole that's a second show. Seatbelt is one show, but what we're doing to our planet is what's creating a lot of this. For those of you who don't believe in that, don't listen to the show that day, because that's your total your thinking is off the chart. I'm not gonna say you're stupid, because that wouldn't be nice, would it, Cliff?
No,
that wouldn't be nice. But then again, it's my show.
Yeah.
So what we're doing to the planet is causing a lot of things to happen. I was watching a show about the turbulence that's happening on planes, and that is because of what's happening to our planet. Everything has a consequence. So if we keep messing up with Mother Nature, she's gonna kick our butts.
We remember that it was a margarine commercial. It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Boom, thunder.
Yeah. Well, guess what? She's returning us the favor, and it's not nice. So, we need to, everything we do, we try to think about it. So I've been thinking about it. So, Angel, they have some washing sheets. Washing sheets, you use your clothes, but they're sheets of, it's supposed to be liquid. It's supposed to be in paper. It's supposed to be, you just put like one or two in your washing machine. Excuse me. And it will wash the clothes. Yes, everyone, I'm still having this terrible cough. My apologies. And I decided I want to do what's good for the environment instead of buying all these pods and these big old things. It doesn't work. I don't really write reviews, Cliff. Don't laugh. I'm trying, but somebody needs to come up. Because listen, when I pause my washing machine and I look into that water, I need to see suds. I don't know about you. I need to see something working. Cleanliness to me is seeing suds. And I saw no suds. So I wrote them a review. I don't know what y'all are messing with, but this thing ain't working. Because I'm trying to do my part for the environment. I can't talk and don't do it.
Have you seen the new front load washers? You don't see any water in them at all. There's so little water used. It's used very well.
No, that's the thing. I have one that conserves on water. I use cold water. What I buy, the soap I buy, cold water gets my clothes clean. Yeah. But instead of buying these big old things, they had, it came in a little, and it's thin. It's like a dryer sheet, a little thicker. And they say 2 is for 1, They say a half is for a small load. That's not gonna work for me. I'm gonna throw 2 and 3 in, and that's the thing. I threw extra in. So when I heard the machine washing, I paused it. It unlocked. I opened it to see it working. There was not one sud. It was just water. I went to the thing and just started getting the pods and throwing them in. I must have thrown 4 in. There was nothing.
Ooh.
There was nothing. You know, I'm not going to return it. I'm going to find something to use it with. But
Or find something that has more suds. Yeah.
until they come up with something that can wash my clothes properly on cold, you know, because you have to think of your next generation. I have to think of my grandchildren, their children. And if we think like that, then we will do something responsible. So, but I wrote them a review. I said, this is crap. I said, I don't know what y'all trying to sell me, but I said, this is crap. I know Carol is sitting there talking about, oh, God, Roxy. Nah, that was total rubbish. It doesn't even make sense to send it back, you know, but I just said, do something better. When I lift my lid up, I expect to see suds. So I'm going to get off my high horse now, and I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to welcome our guests. I have known Angel for, I think, as long as Carebag has been around. That's been 6 years. Mm-hmm. So I know her organization has been a little older than mine, and we have always said we wanted to collaborate and never have. But she found that I had a radio show, and I put it out there, and she kept saying, Roxy, I'm like, come on when you want. And I double booked last week. I really did. I double booked both of them last week. And she's like, Roxy, I'm coming on. I'm like, no, it's next week. While I'm talking to her, I'm looking on the schedule. Okay, nobody's there. And she said, okay, she'll come this week. So I put it out there. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will admit it. My apologies.
But it worked out.
It worked out. A nap. There you go. You see that? I took a nap yesterday for the first time. I called one of my girlfriends. I said, you know, I slept in the middle of the day.
I was really grateful.
You're so welcome. It was my pleasure to help you with that now. And she is the CEO and founder, like myself, of Little Birthday Angels. And she deals with children that are homeless by providing them birthday gifts anonymously for their birthday. Show's done. Let's go. But Angel, it's a pleasure having you. I normally never introduce your mission, but because I know it, I've just wanted to let people know I am well educated on you. And I'm going to give you the mic. I want you to tell us what made you start this. That's number one. And what continues your drive. Because with me, I know what started Carebag, but I know what continues my drive. So as CEOs and founders, we need to start doing coffee because we go through it's a different dynamic when you are a national nonprofit and you have other conglomerates and you can see what other people are doing. But when you are your entity, when you are your CEO, when you are your founder, it's a different ball game we're playing. People they can't even come into the park. It's a whole different game.
There's not really any mentors out for nonprofit.
They are not. There are not mentors out there for CEO founders, because as a founder, your name, your reputation, your legacy is attached to it. When you fail as a person. That's how I feel. So as a CEO, anybody can do it, but you can't be only one person could be the founder, and it takes us all. That's why we nap in the day. I'm not even going to be afraid to say I napped yesterday. One of my girls like, you needed that. And I laid down. I went to bed early yesterday, too. Not only did I nap, by 9 o'clock I was asleep. Oh, yeah, we needed this. The brain moves. So please tell us, how did you start Birthday Angels? And introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Angel Pietsch, and like Roxy said, I'm the founder of Little Birthday Angels, and it's been an amazing journey, and I have to say, every time I see Roxy, there's that, I guess, founder bond that it's different, and to see people take an idea, a passion for something, and run with it, whether you know anything about that or not. I mean, I didn't know anything about running a nonprofit, let alone a business. My only experience with nonprofits was being on the PTA at my son's school. So totally different. But 8 years ago, I was at the Hibiscus Children's Center in the one in Vero. There's one in Jensen.
So you're based in Jensen. You're based in Vero now.
Because I live there.
You live in Vero.
Right.
Okay, I just want to let our audience know because they're from all over.
Yes. But I'm born and raised right here in Fort Pierce too.
Okay.
So that's why I have such a connection here as well. But I was at the Hibiscus Children's Center, which is for abused and neglected teenagers. And I was just dropping off some clothes. And I just got in a conversation about birthdays. I don't know why. We just kind of started it.
Just starts.
And the person that is now one of my best friends, she just happened to be at the desk. She normally didn't work the desk. And so it just was amazing. But what she said and all the other shelters have said is that they usually try to keep a stash of extra Christmas gifts, or, maybe a volunteer would have a relationship with one kid, but then maybe the next kid not. So it was really inconsistent.
Hit and miss.
And never the thought of them filling out a birthday wish list of any kind. So I said, well, who's getting their or having their birthday next, what they might like. I had 2 little guys then, and I was a homeschool mom, so I had no idea what teenagers wanted. So she sent me a list, and I'll never forget it. Her name was Desiree, and August of 2014, and we delivered our first birthday gifts. And it
What did she? Do you remember what she asked for?
No.
This is how we put people on the spot on live radio.
I don't.
I love it.
I don't.
But it just stayed with
just,
you.
She got a cake with her name on it, a Bible, and gifts.
Other
She
things.
must have. They must have given me maybe sizes or something.
Right.
And typically now those teenage girls, are going to get maybe their gift card to get their nails done, or clothes, sneakers, whatever they. Those kids at Hibiscus really have my heart.
Right.
I mean, they come from really dire situations. And so for a whole year, we celebrated the birthday of every child there with a cake with their name on it, a Bible, and birthday gifts. Wow. And so after a year, God just laid on my heart to make it a nonprofit. Like I said, I knew nothing. It's been a learning curve, I'm sure, for you as
every
well.
day, both of them, every single day. So, what we were talking when you just came in, and before I jump to that, what continues to drive? That was your first experience. So, what continues to drive you 8 years from now to say, I gotta keep doing this? Because I know you don't see the kids.
Right.
I know you don't see the kids. Explain to our audience why, please.
Well, we deliver birthday gifts to the kids that are registered as homeless through our school system. So they register with what's called the McKinney-Bento Act. And the homeless liaisons in St. Lucie County and Indian River County, they'll just give us, whether it's a number or sometimes initials, and then their sizes. Do they like football or, those kind of things, favorite colors. And so now we deliver to 41 schools, 6 shelters, and we hope now, kind of post-COVID, that we'll get to go back into some of those shelters where we used to have.
So let's talk about
furnished.
Shelters, because I have been screaming from the bandwagon we don't have shelters here. So can you please explain to them what you're talking about when you say shelters? Because I can hear people saying, Roxy, you lied. Da, da, da.
No.
Please explain to them what we mean by shelters.
Well, in St. Lucie County, unfortunately, there aren't any.
Go ahead.
Indian River County, we do have the Samaritan Center, which is
Right.
for families.
That's right.
The Hope for Families Center.
But let's talk about that. You have to be vetted.
Yes.
You have to be fingerprinted.
Yes.
So, okay, so that everyone knows. So that's not a shelter. That is transitional housing. But we'll call it a shelter. We call it a family campground. That's what we'll call it.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
And the Hibiscus Center, which is
For children.
for children.
Right.
And the one in Vero is for the teenagers, and the one in Jensen is for, just born to about 13.
Right. Okay. we just wanted to clear that up because Mama Bear has been screaming that we need a shelter.
Yes.
And a shelter, according to everywhere else in the world, a place you can go to seek shelter from the outside elements of wind, rain, snow, sleet, and hot Florida sun. I put that one in, which we don't have here. So, but this is not about having a shelter. This is about birthday angels with Angel. So that keeps you going. That just...
Well, the numbers.
The numbers just keep you going.
Last year we celebrated the birthdays of 538 homeless kids, but there's almost 4,000 between Indian River and Martin County.
That's right.
And
so when
just
I
to
tell
answer if some
yes.
people's thinking, what does it mean to be homeless? And to register with the school, you're either outside camping, you're in your car, you're in a motel,
sleeping on someone else's couch,
and that's an official term now, couch
if
surfing.
Your mother and father, your guardian, does not have a place where they pay rent or their name is on a mortgage, that considers you as homeless because now you are squatting. Mm-hmm. See, we learn something every day.
But I did learn something last week that I didn't realize, that 200 of the 2,200 that are registered in St. Lucie County is without parents. And they're still going to school. There's a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That was from someone from the Education Foundation. I didn't know that.
There's a lot more. So when I say I deal with over 6,000 homeless children, because I go into West Palm Beach, the numbers are greater because there are a lot of people who don't even want to register, who don't want to sign up because they're afraid, and their thinking is, if I register, if I sign up, they're going to take my children.
Yes.
But this is what I like to tell, and plus you know this. If you're living in a home and you're living in a car, you're more likely to lose your children living in a house if your water and your light gets cut off. And everyone's like, but how come they're in a house? No, when your AC stops, that means that it is now the prime area of mold to grow. Mm-hmm. If you're having AC and it's constantly on and it is just shut off, mold starts to grow. Mm-hmm. It gets colder in a building than it does outside. It gets hotter inside than it does outside when you do not have the proper ventilation. So when you can have a place but cannot adequately provide, that is a reason for you not to have your child. If you cannot afford a place, it's not that you're not providing. You yourself, under the circumstances, because of the housing market, because of the price of everything, that is a reason why you're not living in your car, in a hotel, crashing here and there. That was just a little synopsis. Because some people are just listening to us. Some people that hear my voice every week are still not getting it. So sometimes we have to, it's like those commercials, those progressive annoying commercials you hear over and over. They do it over and over again so it resonates with you. And I only have one day to do that, which is Tuesday. So I got to bring it up over and over again.
But just because you're homeless doesn't mean you're a bad parent.
Oh, no. Actually, I find out that the parents that are homeless are more resilient to their children than that you'd be surprised that you can't tell those children are homeless. It got to be a really bad situation for you to look at that child and say, whoa. Some now, they just given up. You can tell when they give up because it's just done. They've just given up. But it's a sad situation all over, and we're gonna dive into a whole nother show. So we need to concentrate on Earth Angels, birthday angels. Tell him, Cliff. We'll go on and on because that's a subject to my heart. And again, I apologize for the coughing. So,
but with that McKinney-Bento Act and people say the couch surfing, well, they have a roof over their head.
No.
It is not
what you think.
They might be, I've heard many stories. They're living in the shed out back, in the garage.
Being abused and afraid to say something because they don't want their parents to be kicked out. They don't want to live back in a tent or a car. I just took over. Go ahead.
Or the kids being bullied because the kids that live there
know their business.
Know their business. Yep. and, thinking they're better than.
Better
instead
than,
of realizing that they're helping.
They're helping. You know what? For this country, I've lived so many places around the world, and to come to my country, because I know some people say, "Oh, you must." No, I'm a born American, navel string cut right here in Brooklyn. So for anybody that is lipping and having anything to say in their living room, be quiet. I've traveled many places around the world, and nothing bothers me more than having to come home. And now my home is Florida, and to see the amount of people that are just in desperate need. That really bothers me, and I just think it's a shame we can't do more. And what bothers me more, because you and I travel down the same road, 95, and to see all these massive people, all these massive buildings and warehouses being built. Every time I pass, yes, it's good for the economy, it's good for money coming in, but you know what? I got something to say, but I'm going to say it after I come back from the break, because I need to just woosah and calm down. I just need to, We'll be right back after this break from our beautiful sponsors. Create custom business signage that customers can't miss or resist. Let Design a Sign in Port St. Lucie help you get the job done right. Over 80 years combined experience. Get it right the first time. Call 772-337-4027 and tell them Roxy said to call. Remember, call 772-337-4020. Design a Sign in Port St. Lucie. If you could reimagine the way you buy a car, what would you do? Make it simple, make negotiations disappear, demand transparency, then experience amazing at your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer. Car Buying Simplified. Treasure Coast Lexus is a proud sponsor of Careology. Every Tuesday at 6:05 p.m., caring and supporting for our community. Car Buying Simplified. Check out your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
We now return you to Careology, the science of caring, with your very own careologist in the house, Roxy Brown.
Thank you, and welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, I have Angel, CEO and founder of Little Birthday Angels, and we're just talking about just the love of giving back, because that's what it is. She does birthday gifts, I do toiletries. Trust me, both are received the same way. Because if I got a birthday gift as a kid and I knew my situation, to me that's just as important as toilet paper and toothpaste.
Our mission, I know birthday gifts may be
remembered,
no. Maybe not.
No.
But
they're important.
They're for them to feel special, honored,
of
someone
course.
Loves them.
Oh, girl, you don't got to sell it here. Trust me. That's it. That is important. It's just as important, because when a child sees someone in school, oh, my birthday's coming up. Then they come back. I got this. I got that. I got this. I got that. And you know, whoa, that's a hurt. Yeah. And we wonder why our numbers for suicide in young children are up. That's why. If we wonder why our young girls at ages 12 and 13 are getting pregnant, that's why. A lot of it comes from want and somebody offering them stuff. There's a cycle to these things. This wasn't a promiscuous child that, I can get you this, I can get you that. And if somebody's not paying them attention and giving them what they need, it's a cycle that continues. Just imagine everyone in your office talking about they're getting a promotion, and somebody overlooks you. Same thing, different circumstances, same feeling. Gutted, unwanted, you got to be kidding me. What the hell is going on? That's that feeling. But in a child, it's a little bit different. Some don't know how to cope and take their own life. And imagine if they get a gift from birthday angels. Imagine. You're not expecting anything, and somebody remembers you, remembers Roxy. And here I open the bag, and it's just, woo. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know somebody even knew that I existed. Imagine how that child feels.
We had a girl at Vero Beach High School the end of last school year. She was turning 17. We delivered the gifts, and the counselor gave them to her. And they said, she just broke down.
Of course.
She was turning 17. This was the first time anyone had ever given her anything for her birthday, and she had been couch surfing since she was 11. Wow. I can't imagine.
This is where we have a silent moment on live radio. I know Carol is like, no.
And everybody stands in awe of what's going on, though.
Yeah,
we don't know what to say because it's bringing.
Well, I have a lot to say. Shame on us.
Well, yeah.
Shame on us for not having something
Yeah.
and doing something and supporting. So because time is going to move with us like that. Mm-hmm. If you just had 2 fundraisers.
Yes.
Congratulations. You did very well.
Thank you.
And I've been wanting to do a thing there, but it's just the drinking and it's just. Okay, so let's get back on target, Roxy. Okay. So, congratulations on that. And I do this for everyone that comes and sits in your seat. If someone wants to go ahead, because not everybody, so me and you run in the same circle of homelessness, and we shouldn't be doing this. Actually, we shouldn't be doing this. In this great country of ours, there should not be a need for Carebag and Company and little birthday angels. There shouldn't be a need. But unfortunately, there is. And we're busy.
Yes.
So if someone wanted to go out and listening to you, because I'm sure you touched somebody's heart here, and they're like, wow, I really want to help. Because it's not about Carebag. The show is not Carebag. It's Careology. You don't see Carebag on here at all, do you?
Nope.
No, I just see Careology. See my logo, but this is Careology. If someone out there, as you've touched their heart, and they're like, you know what, I want to see how I can help little birthday angels, where do they go to?
littlebirthday.angels.org.
Hello? Hello for you. That couldn't have been any simpler. littlebirthday.angels.org. And we spell it out. Mm-hmm. So we have some people that need a little help, so we're going to help them. Little birthday, birthday, angels, angels.
S. Yep.
S. I said it. Little
Plural.
birthday,
Plural.
little birthday angels. S. dot
There's a lot of
org.
us.
org. So good thing. Look, whoo, good thing I could spell.
Yes.
Very simple. If it's touched your heart, and wow, maybe you wanna sponsor one kid. You don't have to sponsor a school. You can sponsor one kid. You can go out and buy one pair of sneakers, because me and you talk. We go to a lot of things together, and sneakers are. Oh, I forgot the sneakers. Oh my goodness, I forgot the sneakers in my office. Sneakers are really big. They're inexpensive. They're inexpensive. But that's what the kids want. It's your birthday.
Sneakers are the number one
Item
identity.
requested.
Well, not necessarily requested. Socks typically are the number one
Socks.
requested, but sneakers for kids
Oh,
is
yeah.
the number one identifier of
Of that
where they
age,
might
where
be.
they be. Yes, because you want to look good as everybody else. And I'm going to tell you, sneakers are expensive. Because one of my nephews just got in trouble
That
for
is
buying a pair of sneakers. $5.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he's going to be having, I'm just putting my family business out there, ain't I? He's going to be having a bill to pay. You see, when you squander, you're going to have a bill to pay. And he can't take them back because he's worn. Now he wants to take them back, but you've worn them. The store wants you to keep them. It's a learning curve. Sneakers are a big identifier on your status with children, especially boys.
So
Especially
Nikes,
boys and girls.
Nikes.
Yes, Adidas, Vans, and these things
Usually
are
it's
expensive.
Nikes Nikes and Vans.
Yes, Nikes and Vans.
They're like
you
number
know.
one.
I'm from the Keds and PF Flyers age group.
Listen, I love Converse, and
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? Converse are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Converse are expensive. I remember you couldn't get kids in Converse. We don't want those now. We
No,
die for them. They're
yeah.
expensive. So, you know,
Oh, I
so
remember I had a pair of Converse.
I still love them.
And my kids are like, those are teenagers' shoes.
Listen, I think I got maybe 7, 8 different colors. But if it sits on your heart, Cliff is gonna kill me. My bracelets keep knocking against it. I'm sorry, Cliff.
Well, Silver's dense and does that.
Yeah. If you felt something in your heart and you know what, I really want to help this organization. If I have them on there, you guys know me. We're going 3 years running Careology on this radio. Wow. So it's a simple thing as if they're here, they're good.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk to anyone. I have a lot of people that want to come on this show. I don't think you're worthy to come on here because I need to see you doing.
Yeah.
And one thing I know, little birthday angels, they do. So if you're hearing in the sound of our voice and you say, you know what, I want to help. I know the people that are listening on this radio, and I know you can help. I know you can. A lot of you call me. I talk to you. I know you can. So if you have it in your heart to help, please do, because this is a worthy organization. Me and her are down. She deals with the kids with birthdays. I deal with the hygiene so we don't have another pandemic. Well, that has nothing to do with Carebag. Let me change that.
We were here well before that.
As the pandemic showed us, hygiene is important.
Mm-hmm.
And as the numbers have showed us during the pandemic, the suicide rate is high. And the suicide rate in young people are high. And these are some of the ones that are in that percentage rate. And we want to keep that low. We talk about it constantly. We want to keep it low. littlebirthday.angels.org, and I'm going to keep putting it out there. We have it on our WPSL TV for our archives. If you miss it, you can call Carebag. We'll be happy to. I'm going to put the link up on our Facebook page so that my close to 4,000 followers can go ahead and pick it up. It'll be on my Instagram, so I'm going to have 7,000 people looking at that. Only thing you have to do is spread it and say hello.
We've covered a lot of topics on this show.
Yes, we have.
You could actually learn something, get some kind of a degree almost, because there's so much to learn just by binge watching, Careology programs on YouTube. There's enough of them. 3 years worth of them. That's a lot of videos.
Well, my girl T, social media. Hi T, how you doing?
Hey T.
If you need socks, she said to please contact her. I will give her your number. She's in Vero too, Gifford.
Awesome.
That's right. And you didn't call me back, but we are live TV, so I'll talk to you later. Live radio. What we want to do, what event do you have next coming up? Well, you just had 2 events. What is your next event coming up?
Our next planned event is not till October.
Okay.
So
what are you having?
We are having Battle of the Realtors in Vero. This will be our 5th annual.
Wow.
And we've had a wait list the past 2 years.
Really?
So yes, super excited about it.
Do you do that in Port St. Lucie?
Mm-mm.
Okay, don't start it in Port St. Lucie because I'm going to grab your idea.
Okay.
Look, see, I said it here, national. Good things that you share work out. So as long as I have her blessing and she doesn't feel no way, listen, you can try something. It either works or it doesn't work. There you go. So you have that coming up in October. Let us know, and we'll be happy to go ahead. And just remind, you have my number. Remind me. You can come and remind anyone. And Vero that's listening that wants to come out and join, because individuals don't understand. Our fundraisers are a key to making what we do very, very important. Just like I said, I need diapers. It's like my volunteers called me like, Roxy, we got to talk to you. And I'm like, what? The minute volunteers call you and say, we'd like to have a meeting, I don't know about you, but I panic. It's like the IRS calling you. Which they don't, they write you. But it's like getting that call. Oh my goodness. And it's the important ones that call you. And I called her back, got a text, and I called back. She said, we're running out of diapers. And I'm like, we just filled up. She's like, they're coming before 12 o'clock. You're talking about we open at 10, and by 10, 11, 12, you have an influx of 20, 30 people. Where are they coming from? People are hurting.
Yep. Last
People are
year, we
hurting.
averaged about 30 kids celebrating their birthdays. This year, over 60 every month.
That's
So
a lot.
we wrapped over 17,000 birthday gifts last year. So whether it's purchasing a gift, just $20 a month adds up, it all
adds
makes a
up.
difference.
Well, Carebag, we have gifts. Sometimes we have a surplus over Christmas that we give out for birthdays. Contact me. I would like to donate some of those to you. You can actually come and pick them out. We have a big shelf. We would love to do it because it's one. It doesn't matter what you're doing as a nonprofit. At the end of the day, it is one community. It's one Treasure Coast. It's one Treasure Coast. When you help, you're gonna get yours back in tenfold. That's how I look at it.
No doubt.
I'm not looking at it. Oh my goodness, I'm helping another nonprofit. No.
We can't.
We can't do that. That is why Careology was built, to build and to bring people together. We are caring and supporting our community. That's what it is, caring and supporting our community. That's what Careology is about. And if you care and you support each other, oh my God, just imagine if we did that worldwide. Just imagine, let's not even go worldwide. We have enough problems. What about if we just did that nationwide? Just care and support each other. Imagine what a great country we would become again. Just imagine that. So that's what we want to implore anyone. Is there anything that we haven't touched on I want to make sure that when you leave here, we've touched on everything that you've had. Oh my goodness, I forgot to mention that. You don't have to do that. Go ahead, the mic's yours.
Well, just to let people know what we do give as far as birthday gifts.
Go ahead.
Because it could be just about anything. But brand new outfit, the sneakers like you talked about, 7 pairs of socks, toiletries, school supplies, blanket, reusable water bottle, lap desk. All of this is put in a large duffel bag and everything's wrapped inside. Then we get things from a personal wish list. And that's one of the things that is so difficult for these kids when they're trying to get a wish list from them. They don't know what they want. They'll ask for
candy.
Yes.
Yes.
Takis. We've had.
Oh yeah, we do a wish list for Christmas, and the things on there some things are absolutely ridiculous, but we get them.
A kid should not be asking for underwear for their birthday.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a man shouldn't give his wife a vacuum cleaner for her birthday. Woe unto him.
Well, wait a minute. Let me help you with that. It all depends on what type of vacuum cleaner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because guess what? I'm OCD. I'm a clean freak. So it all depends on what
I have to say, mine's
type.
that one that the little rumba thing
Yeah,
that goes
I have
around.
that too.
It runs every day.
Listen.
My cat thinks it's driving.
I love mine.
I lost mine the other day. I put it on and I left the house. And when I came in, I heard the beeping and I'm looking, and all of a sudden the beeping stopped. And every minute I'm on my knees just looking under every little thing to try and find it. But it all depends on what type of vacuum.
Okay.
See, I'm a OCD. I'm a proud wife and a proud house. So you get me the right appliance, woo! You got kudos for me. You get stars, a whole lot of stars. It all depends. Because I'm jewelried out. You could have but so much jewelry. Because you only have one neck, you only have 10 fingers, and you only have 2 arms.
Well, you do have 10 fingers.
Yeah.
But you only have one neck.
Right, you only have one neck, so you can
only
only
2
wear,
wrists. Yeah.
You can only wear but so much.
That's right.
At a time. But give me something that I can use and I can benefit and I can see daily. Yeah, but you got to know me. Yeah.
Okay.
So people coming up, do not get me a vacuum. I have the one I need already. Just throwing it out there to my good friends listening. Oh, Roxy wants a vacuum. No, I do not. No, I do not. I need a good detail on my car.
Yeah.
I need to find a good detail person for my car. That's what I need. But tell us, what else we just deviate. We having fun. What else is in? What is your main item? If you had to pick your top 2 main items, what are they?
Clothes and sneakers.
Clothes and sneakers. Do you have someone that donates duffel bags to you?
Yes, we just had a big donation of duffel bags.
Very good.
That will carry, yes.
How many?
Well, it was $6,000 worth. I don't know the number that came in.
Okay.
So they're about $25 a piece. So
Do you have a
I don't do
wholesaler that you
mental
can-
math too good.
That's all right. I don't do mental math either. We're in the same category. Do you have a wholesaler that you can get it at a good rate from? Or
I
do you
have
find
not.
it hard like me? So we're gonna just CEO to CEO and founder. I find that when I look
you know
wholesaler,
what I just found out
What?
today?
Talk to
and,
me.
And I was just told today there's a company that
In Fort
they
Pierce?
will school supplies and toiletries. They will pack in a bag. Like you tell them, I want 100,
Are
and
they
I want
based
this,
in
this,
Fort
and this.
Pierce?
I think so.
I think I know who you're
Someone
talking
told
about.
me about them, but didn't tell me their name. But
I know who you're talking about.
But
So
they're-
what I found out is when you go to wholesalers, it's the quality. When I give things to my clients, I want the same quality that I would give to my mom, my sister, or my brother. That is the trouble that I find with wholesalers. That's the trouble I find. So that is why I'd rather spend those couple cents more, because if you're giving someone, if we pride ourselves on giving dignity, you want to go all the way. You got to go all the way. The minute you cut a corner, you cut off an arm. Because you're giving, what the hell are they giving me this crap for? Because that bag could be used for so much. That bag now becomes your lifeline. If you're homeless, that bag is your everything.
one, the gifts are given to them discreetly at school. Inside, our logo's not on it or anything like that. So we don't want them singled out in any way.
Listen, this cough is killing me. But I love that. See what I mean by time? It just goes by so quickly. But I'm going to give you Teresa. Thank you. We appreciate that. We know I'm going to give her your number so she can go ahead and get that with you. Teresa is in Gifford. We work closely together because we go to Gifford. And I love it. I love it out the Gifford Community Center.
Oh, there's so many good organizations.
There's so many good out there. It's just to find the right people to connect you with it. You don't want to just come in. I believe if you come in, you need to be invited. You need to respect where you go, and you need to be invited. And that's how we do. That's how we do it. And I hope, and I know a lot of our other organizations that we deal with, they do it there also. So we don't need duffel bags, but sneakers, clothes are your number 2 items, and we do a wish list. And I just think,
and we
that's
celebrate their first up to their 18th birthday. So
There we go.
that's a whole range of
That's
sizes.
That's a whole range of sizes.
Some
that
of these
come in.
little guys got big feet.
Oh, yes, and you know what? Sneakers are expensive.
Yes.
Some of those little
Yep.
guys, one year they go to school and they're like maybe 4 feet tall, and then one summer vacation goes by, they're 6'2".
Yeah.
Suddenly they get huge.
Everything changes. So we want to celebrate that, and we want to help Angel as much as possible. But Angel, it has been such a joy just to learn about birthday angels and find out what's going on. And we just want to. Unfortunately, we are in the industry that deals with some of the saddest individuals. And it's heartbreaking, but it is warming when you know you can do something. You can do something to help. You can put a smile on someone's face over the simplest things. Tell me some of your moments, because I know you don't see the children. There are a lot of children, and sometimes I don't see. Because of security, because of just there's a lot. And to me, it doesn't bother me one bit whatsoever. But tell me, what are some moments that you've heard that really bring joy so our audience could really know?
Well, up until COVID hit, we were actually going into Hope for Families, the Samaritan Center,
Right.
and in the beginning, we were actually having birthday parties at Safe Space in Stewart. Every month, a different theme, and most of these kids, let alone gifts, never had a birthday party.
Much less.
And we would come in with a rolling speaker with a disco ball on top and play games and have goodie bags for all the kids, and all the kids get to come to the party. those kids don't get to go to birthday parties.
That's right.
If they got invited,
They can't go.
they're not going to go because they don't
can't
have
afford
a
to
gift,
give
which is
back.
sad. You know, so to see these kids and see a kid with a cake with their name on it. I've seen kids not even want to cut into
it 'cause
they
just
don't
wanna
even want
look
to,
at
like
it.
they've never seen
Listen,
a
that's their
cake.
cake. They shouldn't have to. They don't have
And
to
so-
share.
So I'm grateful that here in the next couple months
We
we'll
can
be
go
back.
back to
We'll be
that.
back to doing that.
That's good.
And that's, you know, but the stories that we hear, like that girl turning 17,
and her first
and
gift.
and one of the other stories, it was at Safe Space, and there was a young lady. She was going to turn 16, and she didn't want anything. She was mad.
She was mad, yeah.
She came here from Broward County with her mom, her brother. She was mad, taken out of school, and of course, I didn't listen. We had this amazing Sweet 16 birthday party. We had this whole spa thing set up.
for her.
Oh, and the mom,
Just loved it.
tears. And I didn't realize that we had celebrated her son the month before. And she just couldn't believe that someone would do that for her and
we're
her
out there.
kids.
I
And
love that.
that's what keeps us going.
And you know what? That's it for our show. And that's where I'm going to end it at. We're going to end it on that good note. And littlebirthdayangels.org. And if you'd like to go ahead and support and keep this agency 8 years and still rocking and rolling, you know how to get in touch with them. Carebag at givecarebag.com. You can find information about us on there. But Angel, it has been such a privilege to have you. We could learn so much more about Little Birthday Angels. And we just want to let everyone know, remember, you are loved. You cannot love and you cannot give into someone else until you look in the mirror and you love the person that you're looking at. Just remember that. I'm going to keep saying it until it resonates with somebody. And my name is Roxy. I'll be here next week on Careology. And we love you guys. Be safe out there. And remember, if you're putting a baby in the back seat of the car, put your phone back there, because you're never going to leave your phone, so don't leave your baby. Have a good night, guys. Love you.
You've been listening to Careology, presented by Carebag, every Tuesday evening in the 6 o'clock hour, 6 p.m., between 6:05 and 7, as a matter of fact. You can listen in every week, and we've also got archives to this show all over YouTube. Just go to WPSLTV.com and binge watch you some Careology. And tune in every Tuesday evening as well. This is WPSL, Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast, webcaster to the world on Google Home, Alexa, and the TuneIn app on your smartphone. Time right now is 7 o'clock.
Typically his bread and butter, but Giannis will not be in action